I'm the Executive Vice President of Digital Marketing Innovation for Mille Lacs Corporate Ventures. Within Mille Lacs Corporate Ventures, we have about 4 lanes of businesses. One of them happens to be gaming and hospitality. So we operate 2 casinos, and we have an integrated resort. So gaming, entertainment, food and beverage, hotels, golf, spa, you name it. I think one of the things that we were looking at doing is really enriching our guest digital experience. And we wanted to showcase something that could help move the needle not only from a financial perspective, but also really drive guest experience. And that's something that's really important to us because we understand the value of guest experience and how it helps improve our bottom line. Ultimately, we wanted a great partner who could be along for the journey, be strategic, be innovative, and we wanted to build on XM Cloud. We wanted a partner that could stand us up on a site that was really innovative. We want to stand out within our market, and we want to be leaders within the industry. Icreon was really intrigued. I think when they came to the table, they presented a lot of interesting capabilities, interesting solutions. They really thought about the guest journey.
We approach everything through the lens of the end user. We really spend a lot of time thinking what's going to drive value for the guest, what's going to enrich their experience. How do we take experiences from the digital world to the physical world, onto premise, and then back to digital again? And we, in this program, really tried to explore that through the lens of data as well as content. One of the core elements of our process is really getting into the mind of the customer and trying to understand what would make their experience really great, and then working backwards from there to implement strategies and solutions that support what we feel is the ideal journey.
Essentially, we implemented XM Cloud and we built a new site experience. It was built within the mind of we're one brand, but we have 2 properties and we need to deliver a great experience across both of them.
What was so interesting about this challenge is that with Mille Lacs and Grand Casino in particular, there's a couple different properties, there's lots to do, so there's many bases to cover. But we feel that when we come at it from the mind of the customer, we really need to make sure it's one cohesive experience, right? It's an integrated experience. So having that in the back of our minds was a really helpful North Star.
This project is an opportunity to elevate or increase either redemptions or on-site visits or make it easier for our guests to plan their next adventure with us. That was ultimately the goal for this. And so, through the work of this project, we really think we've achieved a lot of those. Working with Icreon for this project, it was, I think, a lot of collaboration. This is a new product. XM Cloud is new. And so both parties, needed to be involved together and have that easy access to the team. And you don't always necessarily find that in a partner. There's only so many hours or resources they want to really allocate to your project. We never got that sense. It was always, we want to invest in this project, we want to see it come to fruition, we want it to be successful. And so throughout the project, it really was an extension of our team.
A really essential part of our approach, and what I think sets us apart from a lot of other agencies, is that we truly believe in this concept of one team, one unified team. We like to become an extension of our partners' teams. We like to work alongside them on a day-to-day basis, not only in the sense of shared goals, but also functionally, right? So we employed things like shared chat channels, shared repositories, daily stand-ups. There's a transparency to what we do, and I think that translates really beautifully to great partnerships. It's not your typical agency-client relationship where you're just sending content back and forth for approval. We really like to get in there and understand how is this client team working, and then how can we go and support them.
Aesthetically, our site is so much more beautiful. I love the look of the new site. You guys nailed it. And I think a lot of people said, it's so much easier for me to navigate. It's so many less clicks. And throughout this project, that was one of the key things we want to address, which is making it easier and more intuitive for our guests to find things, navigate things, and search for things. And ultimately, we were able to deliver that and be able to hear those accolades from other people within other departments. It's a great feeling because we know that's also translating to the guest experience as well. And I would absolutely recommend working with Icreon. I mean, this project, it went really, really well in most people's minds, and that's phenomenal. So I'm excited about phase 2. I'm excited about continued partnership. Ultimately, we had a partner that we could lean on and learn from and grow from. I'm super proud of the work that we did together.